right, everyone. Let's welcome in our next guest. He is an NFL Pro Bowl kicker with an 88% field goal percentage. He's just the fourth player in league history to be born in South Korea. He's a former Ridgewood Maroon and the starting kicker for the Atlanta Falcons. Let's welcome in Younghoe Koo. Thank you for coming, man.
Hey man, thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Like I said, you're one of four players to be born in South Korea and be blessed to play in the NFL. Tell me, man, what was that transition like coming from South Korea to moving not only to the United States, you moved to New Jersey, just a place, so that's just a melting pot, a lot of different emotions. Can you just speak on that?
Yeah, born in Korea and then moved to New Jersey in middle school. Um, at first it was a tough transition as a middle school kid going into a new environment, new country, new language, new culture, and everything. So um, it was tough at the time, but it actually, um, it was good. Got to meet a bunch of new friends and had to put myself out there and um, yeah, all that stuff definitely helped in the long run. But yeah, it was a good experience.
Yeah, and you go to play for Ridgewood, and saw you played for Coach Johnson. Great man. I covered a state championship. Actually, he was in the hospital, and they won in his honor against the undefeated team. Disney Channel stuff. But Ridgewood, incredible school spirit. Community is always out there. Talk about what it was like being a Maroon.
And it was everything. It actually taught me everything at the time. I went to middle school there, high school there, so just adapting the new language and the culture. That town taught me that everything I know, and it formed me into the person that I am today.
Yeah, and I saw, we know you recently did a camp. You've been running a couple camps and it looked very successful. Just talk about your experience this year running your camp there.
Yeah, I wanted to go back to where it all started and just have some kids come out and give some tips on kicking and punting and have some competition. And it was special for me, man. That's where I learned how to play football. First, got introduced to football and made a bunch of friends when I first moved to America. So it's a special place for me, and for me to go back there and you know have some kids come out and have that whole camp was it meant a lot to me.
Yeah, and I was watching something else. I know English is your second language, and I heard you place emphasis on having ESL people there. Just speak to that, and I just think that's something that other camps don't offer.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to open that up because that's what helped me the most. Sports helped me the most growing up. Really immersing myself into the new culture and meeting new friends. And, without sports, whether that was football, track, or soccer, or anything that I played, that without those moments and that, I guess, community, um, I'm probably not speaking, as fluently that I am right now or picking up as fast as I did. So the sports really helped me bridge the gap when I was growing up. So, try to create the same platform for the kids to kind of meet up and meet new friends and mingle with new people and put themselves out there and might learn something new and uh, who knows. So
Yeah, and I know you're a soccer player growing up, and you kind of just you picked this up when you moved to the states. Was there kind of a rough transition for you? Not only getting acclimated to the game, but just interacting with the guys and everything like that.
um, I mean a little bit, but you know I think sports is special because of that. Everybody comes from different places. Um, so just getting out there and you have to, you have everybody has the same goal. We're trying to win games and trying to get better. So respect earned that way. So language really wasn't that big of a thing. But soccer to football was good because it is. the foot-eye coordination is there. It's a little bit of a different swing, but I think any soccer player can pick up on kicking a football or soccer. You just have to adjust a little bit. But I love the game of football. Kicking was something naturally that I was better at, and it came more easier for me. But I just loved playing, offense, defense, and I was just having fun with my friends out there.
Yeah, and then you go on to play for Georgia Southern. Just talk about that Sun Belt conference, right?
Yeah, so when I first got there, we were 1AA. We were in SoCon, and then sophomore year, my second year, we went to Sunbelt Conference. It was good, man. I mean, I loved being there for 4 years. When I first got there, I felt very welcomed, and I fell in love with the place. And Georgia Southern also has a special place in my heart. I had a great time of those 4 years, but also grateful for the opportunity that I got to play college level football.
What was the big matchup there for you guys? What was the one that you guys had to win, regardless if you lost them all? What's the one you couldn't lose?
I think App State is the biggest rivalry that we have. We moved up from SoCon to Sunbelt at the same time, and I would say that is one of the biggest ones that we have every year, and it's usually a finale at the end of the season. So I would say App State for sure.
All right, I love to hear that. So transitioning to the NFL, obviously, you start out with the Chargers, and they were just kind of in a weird transition at this stage. I believe they were playing in the soccer stadium. You had two moments in the NFL that kind of derailed your rookie season. Just kind of talk about the situation in San Diego and playing for Coach Lynn.
Yeah, I'm forever grateful for the opportunity Coach Lane gave me as a rookie, and it was a necessary learning experience that um, helped me personally and professionally. I learned a lot after that experience. Just learning how to be a pro, what matters, and you have to work on your craft, and it's very detailed. It's not just college; it's the pros. There are 32 kickers in the NFL, and it's best in the world, and I have to hone in on my craft and you know um, know what you have to do to get the job done. So after that, I linked up with John Carney in San Diego. He's a former NFL kicker for 24 years, so I figured that's a pretty good guy to pick his brain and learn from. So he taught me a lot, um, and just prepping and staying ready for the possible second opportunity that I would get in the NFL, and when that opportunity came, so I can capitalize on it. So, uh, you know, I always said I wouldn't change anything about the journey because it taught me so much.
And have you run into Coach Lynn since then?
I have ran into him. I think he was with the 49ers, I believe, a couple of years ago. Spoke to him before the game, and just it was just brief, but I always make sure to let him know how thankful I am that he gave me the opportunity.
Yeah, so you go to play for the AAF in 2019. What did you kind of do in 2018?
I stayed out in San Diego and I trained with John Carney. Um, just learning from a pro that did it for 24 years. It's hard to get into the NFL, let alone play 24 years. So I was just learning, certain situations, every situation, if possible, trying to cover all those areas and what are my routines looking like and all the, details of the things. And he helped me big time as far as, becoming a pro and growing and learning the craft and all that stuff. So, when that opportunity came in 2019 to play in AAF, I was rolling the dice of like, all right, if I play well here, I might get some game film and get a second chance. But if I don't play well, then this might be it for my kicking career. So I'm just glad the season went well and got another opportunity.
Yeah, and obviously family big in Korean culture. What was your family kind of like when you were going through that transition of just working out with John Carney in San Diego before going to the AAF?
Very supportive, man. I'm blessed that I got two parents that really supported me, and they weren't pressuring me to go out and do this, do that. I gave myself a timeline of like, all right, I'm gonna give this all I have, because that window, that time is closing for you know out of college for 2 years. So I'm just blessed. I'm fortunate. I'm thankful for them supporting my dream and letting me chase my dream. So without them, I wouldn't be here. So
Yeah, we're gonna move into we won't spend too much time on the AAF, but obviously a very unique situation. You got a second chance and obviously made the most of it. It ends abruptly. Just just a lot of question marks with that, but just kind of talk about your experience in the AAF, playing there, and just from how it kind of ended and how you ended up getting your shot in the NFL after that.
yeah, AF was a little different. I think that was the first, not first. I mean, in the past there were like UFL and stuff like that, but AAF kind of brought it back, and then the XFL and the USFL started after that. But I didn't really care what the league looked like. The weekly games looked like. I was just grateful for the opportunity to play the game and get game film. So ultimately, trying to get back into the NFL. So, um, I'm glad that experience came my way, and had a chance to play in that league. And also I'm glad it was in the springtime, not in the fall. So I didn't have to sacrifice an NFL season. So that hopefully getting back into the workout circuit after that spring season.
Yeah, and I heard like just reading things. I heard a lot of players actually found out online. How did you find out that the league just ended abruptly?
We were actually in the parking lot doing a walkthrough, and I think our punter was the only one with his phone out there, and then it dropped on Twitter, and we just kind of all walked off and went home. So it was kind of crazy.
Wow. And had you been in contact with anybody from the NFL at that point, or was it kind of just the same thing where you were like, I think you were 3 years out of college at this point? Did you kind of, were you kind of unsure at this point, or did you kind of have some communication with NFL guys?
Um, I had workouts since the Chargers deal. So my deal was, as long as I'm getting a call from the NFL team for workouts, then I know I'm in the circuit. So in the workout cycle. So that's all that mattered to me. So prior to the AAF, I had workouts, and then right after the AAF, I had workouts. So I was hopeful, so that as long as I'm getting workouts, just trying to do my best there and trying to get signed to a team.
Yeah, and you spent some time with the Pats, with the Patriots in the preseason. And then ultimately, you wind up on the Falcons. Just talk about that. You fought through you fought through that as well.
Yeah. You know, went to the Patriots workout. I think Steve Koskowski got hurt and went on a season-ending IR at the time, and went to the workout and kicked really well. So they signed me to the practice squad, and gave me a chance to compete with other kicker that was there. But the inexperience thing kind of hurt in terms of staying on the team. So, um, you know, I didn't really get a chance to play in the game with New England, but at the same time, they signed me to the practice squad and kind of put me back in the NFL. So I was really grateful for that, but also motivated to keep going. And when Atlanta called, I was just super excited and grateful, and I just wanted to capitalize on that opportunity, because this is a second chance that not many people get. So I just wanted to make the 2 years that I was preparing count.
Yeah, and I'm a big Patriots fan. I can't believe we let you go. But you know, everything got to happen for a reason, and you just you just keep you just keep fighting against the odds. Not only do you return to the NFL, you're named to the Pro Bowl. Tell me, what was that like?
Man, I was just so in the moment at the time. I tried to block out all the extra or outside noise. Still do, but um, I just try to focus on day by day. I was just so focused on that, and I know I have to get my job done each day in and day out. That's just how this league is. You gotta just handle your business. So during the season, I was just focused on trying to make kicks every time I got out there in practice or games. And then after the season, I was able to look back and enjoy a little bit. But, um, you know, if I learned anything from my rookie year, you can't get comfortable. So you just got to continue to get better.
Yeah, and I believe you guys finished what 7-10 last year.
Right.
Yeah, you're under Coach Smith, and is it a new coach, a lot of moving parts and everything. Tell me, what's kind of next for Koo and the Falcons, and how's the off season training going this year?
Man, everything's good. We report on Wednesday, so I'll have a few days left. Body's feeling good, my mental's good. Everything's trying to just peak at the right time. We got a couple new faces in the building. Obviously, with Kirk leading the team now, we're super excited, man. We're a young team. We have a lot of talent. I think we're gonna, try to do our best and see what happens.
Yeah, and Kirk's definitely a league favorite. I don't know many people just talking that don't like the guy. What's that kind of been like, and what's your guys' kind of relationship so far?
Yeah, I mean, we had the OTAs, so I got to be around him a little bit. I mean, everything that you see on the field, and he's obviously a phenomenal player, but even a better person, locker room, everything, and his veteran presence, that leadership. Definitely appreciate that, and I look forward to what he does in season.
Absolutely. And, I have to ask, when you run into other New Jersey guys, like, do you automatically know they're from Jersey before they say anything? And is there kind of like a camaraderie when other New Jersey players kind of run into each other in the league?
Yeah, there's definitely a thing of like, oh, Jersey guys. So we have the whole like, all right, you're from Jersey, what part? And then we just kind of have this thing that we're like, all right, we got like 7 guys on the team that are from Jersey, so that's kind of that Jersey pride a little bit. So it's pretty cool when you run into Jersey guys, and they're a lot more than you think, and it's definitely pretty cool.
We're coming. And you could always tell you're from Jersey because they usually don't ask you where you're from. They always say what exit.
Yeah, right, right.
So just going into another New Jersey question will lighten up the conversation a little bit. Taylor Hammer pork roll. I gotta know. What's your stance on this? What do you call it?
You said what? Taylor Ham?
Taylor Hammer pork roll.
I always went with the Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, man, on the bagel. So I went Taylor ham.
Oh man, we call it pork roll down here, but yeah, it's that North Jersey right there.
Gotta
Sticking
be
with the
I
Taylor
mean,
ham.
Jersey got like 4 different parts, though. We got the New York side, Philly side, Central, and we got the beach side. It's a pretty unique and cool state, man.
Yeah, and please say that central part out louder because there's people out here debating. There's only a North and South Jersey. There's a whole middle part of the state here.
Yeah, there's a whole middle part that's just like country, bro. I think I went to like a soccer tournament or something, but there is something out there for sure.
Yeah, and it was funny. I was watching. They did the short that NFL Films did for you. You were talking about do you like the beach better than the lake? I was like, yeah, that's a Jersey guy. He knows what's up. We don't really do those lakes out here.
Yeah, lake is a big thing down south, but I was never a lake guy, so yeah, I don't know what the hype is about. Definitely the beach for sure.
I feel dirtier when I go to a lake. I'm like, at least the beach, the sand just you just
It's
wash
it.
that right off.
I agree, man. I don't know. It could be a Jersey thing. Who knows?
Yeah. And like I said, you started out as a soccer player. I know baseball is huge out in Korea. Is there any other sports that you're really into or you enjoy watching?
Um, yeah, I mean, I watched basketball. Um, Obviously, my genetics didn't let me play that sport, um, but I enjoy watching basketball. Live sport, though, I think hockey is the most fun to watch live.
I do
So,
like me some hockey. Who do you root for in hockey?
I mean, my first game was the Rangers game, and I definitely enjoyed that. Just screaming for no reason, drinking $8 beers. So it was good. I mean, I'm a fan of the sport. I don't really have like individual teams that I follow, but yeah, I definitely enjoy watching different sports.
Awesome, man. And I said we won't keep you much longer, but we are predominantly focused on New Jersey. You got to spend some time the younger generation here recently. Tell me, what would you like to see next for New Jersey sports?
But I mean, just continuing to grow, and it's obviously done really well. I saw like the number of Olympians that the New Jersey have produced for the this Olympics in Paris, and a lot of Jersey guys that I run into in the NFL alone. Um, the talent is definitely there, and I think just being able to continue to grow that and just so I think we're on the right track. So everything's good.
Yeah, and just kind of talk about you know, I like I said, you're one of four players born in Korea or South Korea to be playing in the league. Just talk about when you get younger kids that come up to you and kind of just relate to you and just kind of talk about that.
Yeah, it's pretty special, man. Like I don't think I realized it as much when I was younger, but now, kind of realizing the impact and the platform that I have to motivate and inspire the next generation, and that means a lot to me, and that's why I try to do these camps or do different stuff where I can see them in person and bring different people. Like we had Mitchell Sharon come. He graduated from Ridgewood High School, and he's going to the Olympics for fencing. So try to bring different, people that have done well in their field to motivate and give them little tips here and there. Yeah, it means the world, and I think the more I do it and the more I think about it, that's really what it's all about. Just passing it on to the next generation, and if I can just give hope and inspire one kid, that's really good enough for me.
All right. Well, before we go, is there anything else you want us to know? Anything you want to plug? Any future plans for Koo?
Um, I don't know yet. Everything's still kind of blank slate right now, but we're definitely looking to do something bigger. Try to get bigger every year, and we're enjoying it. I definitely enjoy the competition aspect of it. So, just stay tuned, and I have a website for the kids that want to sign up for the future camps and stuff like that. Just go check it out, and I'll try to update as the season goes and the off season approaches.
Absolutely. And we got your social media accounts scrolling there at the bottom. And before you go, I just want to let you know my brother was hyped. I was going to do this interview. I think he's taken you the last two fantasy football drafts. So he was like, "Oh, that's my guy." I was like, "Well, I'm going to be speaking with him." So he wanted me to wish you the best of luck this season. I wish you the best of luck this season. I really appreciate you jumping on, brother. You're putting on for Jersey right now, and everybody's so proud of you.
Man, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Younghoe Koo, everyone.